Welcome to an exalting analytic assessment of a heroic African legacy, respecting an unfaltering truth. The glory of the benevolent always lies in some form of veneration. All birth beings of the benevolent African race are venerated as nobles by heritage. When Spain ruled Florida, known then as La Florida, and the United States was but a baby giant devouring the spirit of preeminence from the hearts of the unacknowledged nobles, many noble men and noble women from the land of black queens and black kings were forced into an oppression that sought to strip them of their noble heritage. None of them accepted it, at least not willingly, for they all possessed the lion-hearted pride of an African. Compelled by their African nature, many of them escaped. Those who could not escape suffered the unjust cruelties of slavery. Those who did escape, bound together by the creed of their bloodline, and established various Pan-African societies in the woods of the Florida, or lived in Spanish communities. All of the Pan-African societies were rooted in the customs of their members' original African heritage, but to some degree, all of them adopted a few new ways from either the Native Americans, Spanish, English, or Caribbeans. One of those, as may be respectfully addressed, Maroons of the woods of La Florida, eventually evolved into the famed Black Seminoles. This series of the free online encyclopedia of heroic African legacies will evaluate how Maroons in the woods of La Florida evolved into the Black Seminoles, and how the lionized Black Seminoles fought for freedom and won. In this part of the series, Birth of the Black Seminoles and Their Pursuit of Freedom, Part 1, delve into the intricacies of Maroon communities in La Florida and examine the day-to-day life of Africans who lived in Spanish cities such as St. Augustine or Fort Moss. Birth of the Black Seminoles and Their Pursuit of Freedom, Part 2, will illuminate the valor of the Black Seminoles as they fought in the Second Seminole War from 1835 to 1842 and railed against the wicked until their war-ravished mahogany hands grasped freedom in their own right. All the Africans in the region of La Florida, whether they were Black Seminoles, Maroons, or inhabitants of a Spanish city, were fighting for freedom. All of their decisions and choices revolved around the objective of freedom. For the most part, they managed to grasp that freedom by the strength of their own might. Sure, some of them will return to slavery in the United States, but a great majority of those who escaped slavery from the United States fought to retain their freedom and won. On the other hand, those who were returned often escaped again.